Hey, what's going on everybody? Commander Crane here, and we are back with the first episode of the Road to 100 Wins Challenge in the Pokemon Emerald Battle Tower. So, for those who might not know, I'm Commander Crane, and I love doing the Battle Tower and the Battle Frontier in Gen 3, and I thought it would be great to officially, try to do a challenge. I know sometimes I play the Battle Pyramid, or I even just play the Battle Tower sometimes with a random team, but I'm trying to do an actual challenge. Can I get to 100 wins? So my previous record that I have gotten to in terms of level 50, I don't usually do a lot of level 50, but I've gotten to 14 wins, and then I think I retired from there. But open level, which is using all level 100 Pokemon, I've gotten to 42. That's the highest I've been to, mostly just losing to random RNG things. But it got me thinking, can I actually get to the 100th battle? So you battle the Frontier Brain, I believe it's 30 wins, and then it's 70 wins. So, there's obviously some challenges that are, on the way to 100. It's not like 100 is really the only challenge. This battle challenge is going to be very tough. But one additional thing that I'm doing, so obviously you can see my team that I'm using. It's Zapdos, Porygon2, and Nidoking. I'm going to do the challenge to where every time that I lose, I can't use the same Pokemon that I used before. So if I lose with this current challenge, I'm not able to use these Pokemon anymore. So it's going to be sort of like a Nuzlocke-esque thing. I thought about doing it to where, like a different set of challenges, like, oh, if I lose this Pokemon, if it gets knocked out, but at that point it's really tough just because it's a 7 battle stretch, so it'd be like weird. I don't know. But I decided to just, if I lose in general, that I have to not use these Pokemon anymore. But let's go and take a look at the Pokemon, because obviously on screen there, we get to see the moves, and we get to see the IVs, or the EVs, sorry, that our Pokemon all have. But let's take a look at them. Obviously Zapdos with the modest nature, with the Magnet, Thunderbolt, Drill Peck, Detect, and Thunder Wave. We have Porygon 2 holding the leftovers with Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave, and Recover. And then we're using Nidoking with the Soft Sand, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Protect, and Shadow Ball. The idea behind the team, so I really want a fast, hard-hitting Pokemon. So that's why we have Zapdos. Zapdos just hits really hard. Thunderbolt is hard to resist. It's great. I wanted something I can pivot into as a, decently bulky Pokemon. Thunder Wave, Recover can buy us some time. Ice Beam, Thunderbolt is really good coverage. That was kind of my thought process there. And I'm also using Nidoking because I want to use something that resists some of Zapdos' weaknesses. I also love just having a ground type in general to deal with pesky electric types. That's why I'm using Nidoking specifically. I also wanted to do this challenge and not just automatically use, the most busted Pokemon, right? I didn't want to just use Swampert, Metagross, Latios. Let's see if we can do it, which is, one of the best teams. I wanted to use Pokemon that are pretty solid, but not just, the best of the best of the best or anything like that. So don't be expecting, any Salamence or Metagross in this challenge. We're going to use just Pokemon that I like, but also some Pokemon that are, decently fun to use and a little bit different. So the last thing I have to mention before I hop into the challenge here, so these first few sets are going to be very easy, especially the first two are more often than not unevolved Pokemon, so do kind of expect me to maybe not necessarily show every battle or every part of every battle, just because we're going to be flying through these challenges pretty darn quick. So I just wanted to mention that. But yeah, let's go and hop into the actual challenge here. Obviously, we're going to select Zapdos as our lead just because it's fast and it hits really hard, so these first battles we're going to fly through very, very quickly. But anyways, I've been doing enough talking. Let's go ahead and start. Let's see if we can finally get to 100 wins in the Pokemon Emerald Battle Frontier Battle Tower. Let's go ahead and see if we can do it. Also worth mentioning, so I'm going to be careful with this, I'm playing this on official hardware. I say hardware, cartridge. I'm using the Epilogue Game Boy player, link in the description below if you're interested in checking out for yourself. You can download a program to be able to not emulate it, but play it off of your official cartridges there, which is really cool. So if you're curious as to what I'm using to play it on, that is what I am using. It's fantastic. It is definitely worth it. I want to say after everything, I paid about $60 US for it, so not bad overall. And this poor Kabuto is going to get destroyed. It's got to protect. It's got to get the protect in there. Alright, that's Thunderbolt. Alright, Kabuto is going to be absolutely a goner. Poor Kabuto. Big fan of Kabuto. Meditite. You know what? Let's Drill Peck. Why not? Thunderbolt will take it out, but we'll Drill Peck it. Why not? We'll get it out of here. And Mankey is also going to be Drill Pecked. Drill Peck. What a great coverage move. I remember in Gen 1, like, true Gen 1, it was great with Drill Peck. Like, actually having a good physical flying move was always nice with Zapdos. It has its limitations, but being able to, like, take out, like, Chanseys and Blissies and stuff like that is pretty solid in its own right. The only way to get extra sensory, though, with Zapdos is if you use, if you have the Pokemon XD1, and obviously none of these Pokemon are 100% legit. I used Game Shark. In fact, I used this exact Game Shark. So obviously I didn't shiny hunt all of these Pokemon or anything like that, so. Okay, Bright Powder Shenanigans. Oh my god, it's Sleep Powder! See, this is Battle Tower right here. This is the essence of the Battle Tower. I'm gonna stick around. I'm not worried about this Bulbasaur really doing anything crazy, especially a Razor Leaf. I'm not really worried about that, so we'll just go ahead and wait till we wake up. Nice. Alright, there we go. Wake up. Drill Peck should be able to take out the Bulbasaur. Drill Peck's not the strongest move just because we do have a modest nature, so our Drill Peck's a little bit weaker, but I think it's still worth it not having like a lower defense or special defense. Yeah, we'll just keep Drill Pecking. We came here to Thunderbolt, but you want to know what? If Drill Peck is if the opportunity's there, we're just gonna Drill Peck. Okay, and then Ghastly. You know what? I'll just Drill Peck this too. Its defense is so bad. So just keep Drill Pecking. We came here with Thunderbolt Magnet, but we are here to Drill Peck, apparently. Alright, moving on to battle number 3. I'm also going to be updating the battle counter in groups of 7. I'm not going to be updating it every single time. So just figured I would mention that. Swinub. Well, that's a good ground type, so we're going to have to Drill Peck. Even if we get hit by a rock move, I'm really not worried about, or an ice move, I'm not really worried about it. I mean, we still took it out with the Drill Peck anyways, so. Hoot, hoot. Look at him flapping around. A little hoot, hoot. Okay, Hoot Hoot's down. Sorry, Hoot Hoot. Jigglypuff. Thunderbolt. Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Jigglypuff should die to this. I'd be surprised if it didn't. There we go. So say a Wigglytuff would probably survive. I know it has like a really big HP stat, but I don't remember what other stats Wigglytuff really has though. Alright. Ledian's gonna get Thunderbolted. Get him out of here! Dies to Thunderbolt. Paris. Well, I guess you're gonna get Drill Peck too. Maybe that's what we should do. Just do physical Zapdos with Drill Peck. Apparently, that's all we're gonna just do is Drill Peck. And guess what? We're gonna Drill Peck once again. Oh, it actually survived. Spider web. No, I can't escape. Ugh, what am I gonna do? I guess we just Drill Peck. Just keep on pecking. Oh gosh, these early battles are crazy. Like, cause I mean, what was the thought process with this? I get it's early battles, but at this point in the game, so let's say you're just a regular person playing through the game. Like, let's say you're a regular kid, right? You're at the battle frontier, okay? So clearly, you beat the game, right? You beat the Elite Four. You made it to the battle frontier. So why is there like all these Poochianas and stuff like that? Because obviously you're gonna have decent-ish Pokemon by this point in the game. So like, instead of just like having all these unnecessarily like weak Pokemon, like I wish I could just skip the first like 2 sets. I wish I could just do that. Just skip the first 2 sets. I mean, the only reason I really wanted to record them here was just to show official like every battle, not just like skip ahead. But yeah, I've never really understood why it can't just start with stronger Pokemon. I don't know. Not a BFD, but it's more just one of those like, I feel like that would make sense. It's way too hot here. Oh, man. I'm actually quite comfortable in my current room right now. Trapinch! Alright, well, we're gonna have to drill pack you. Drill pack. Sand attack? That's dirty. Ugh, we miss. Sandstorm. Well, I'm almost wondering just to save myself some time while switching it to Needle King. I feel like that would make sense at this point. Yeah, we'll switch to Needle King. Our first switch in this challenge. Needle King. Toxic. Ha! Stonewall Jackson. Alright, Earthquake. Let's get this Trapinch out of here. Fun fact, in case you didn't know, Trapinch actually has 100 base attack. It actually has the same base attack as, or the higher one than Vibrava, and it should have a higher one than Flygon, if I recall. So, I could Earthquake here and it'd be neutral. I feel like that's just a better move than Rock Slide. I think Earthquake should just take out the Beedrill here. Rock Slide has a chance of missing. And we have the Soft Sand, so... Yep, there we go. Just Earthquake. I love Beedrill. I wish Beedrill was a little bit better. Okay, Caterpie. Now I guess we'll Rock Slide. I mean, I don't think it'll... You know what, actually? It's going to resist the Earthquake, but it's probably just still going to die, right? I mean, it's not very effective, but, like, it's Caterpie, right? Let's see if Caterpie can tank this Earthquake. No. I was going to say, if this Caterpie tanks this Earthquake, I will be very impressed. Oh, it's because the Sandstorm chip. It was going to live, right? It's just, we chipped in with the Sandstorm. Alright, so this should be the 7th battle here. So the first set, yep, alright, so here we go. Once we complete this, the first set will be done, and we'll be at 7 battles. Kecleon! So, I don't think I can one-shot with Thunderbolt, so I think I'm going to settle with a Drill Peck. It's going to get switched into a Flying type, and then I'm just going to use Thunderbolt to take it out. Because there's a chance that if we Thunderbolt then Drill Peck, we might not be able to take it out. I mean, probably could have just double Thunderbolted, but either way, still 2 attacks. Like, I mean, it could have died to a Thunderbolt, maybe, but I'm not sure. I don't know how these trainers EV spread their Pokemon out. I'm not really sure. I've always liked Kecleon too, but it just doesn't do anything. That was a cast form. Thunderbolt! And it's gone. And it's gone! Alright. Zen Juice. Thunderbolt! Will it live this Thunderbolt? I don't know. I don't remember Zangoose's special defense stat, so it might live. Nope. It did not. Alright, well, that's battle number 7. So we are officially 7 down in 93 battles to go on that. We even get a battle point. How about that? So, alright, well, let's go ahead and hop into the next set of battles. Alright, I can't imagine it's going to be too much tougher than it really was in that first set. I imagine it's going to be about the same, but we'll see what happens. We did see, like, Zangoose and such, so, I mean, you know, it could start getting better. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it gets a little bit more interesting than me just clicking Thunderbolt and then that being that. Macargo. Yeah, we'll Thunderbolt here. We'll stay in. We might get hit by a Rock Slide, but I don't think I'm really worried about that. Oh, Macargo. Maybe one of these days we'll use a Macargo. Acid Armor. Well, you can buff your defense. I will just Thunderbolt again. No problems with that. A critical hit. Alright. Macargo's down. A Ponyta. Excellent candidate to get hit by a Thunderbolt. Oh, Ponyta. I actually really like using Rapidash in Gen 4. I have a Gen 4 Rapidash that I use in Battle Revolution. It's a Choice Banded one, or sorry, Choice Scarf. Was it Scarf? No, it's Banded. It's Banded, and it has Flare Blitz, Iron Tail. Is it Poison? Flare Blitz, Iron Tail, Bounce? And I think like U-Turn or something like that. I can't remember the 4th move. But it's actually really fun to use, and it hits really, really hard, surprisingly. Cubone! Darn you, Cubone. And we'll just drill back. It's probably going to be a 2-hit KO, but Ugh, I should try a 3-hit KO. I'll stay in, why not? Even if we swap, still another 2 turns. Headbutt. Throw pack. Ugh, he made me use 10% of my power there, Cubone. Right. Okay, fine. You know what? Let's get Porygon 2 out here. Get Porygon 2 in on this action. Yeah. Traced Rockhead. Scary face. Oh no, I'm already even slower than I already am. Alright, well, let's hit it with an Ice Beam. Yeah, that should take it out. Alright. Okay, and then Sailor Cadence out Tentacool. Well, we will Thunderbolt you for sure. Yep, barrier. We gotta set up that barrier. You have to. Thunderbolt. Oh, that doesn't stop barrier. And out of here. Oh, and we got the crit for the icing on the cake. Alright, next battle. See how many more ground types they keep coming up with. Okay, so this is when I think the battle tower is starting to mess with us a little bit. They're doing a lot of ground types. So I think the battle tower is starting to mess with us a little bit. Levitate. Okay, ancient power. Now if they got a whole bunch of ground types, it's actually gonna be pretty good that we have levitate now. Alright, let's go ahead and Ice Beam this ball toy. See ya, ball toy. Makuhita. They just got an answer for everything that we got going on. I don't know if Makuhita gets thick fat in this game. I'm gonna assume it does. Just go for a Thunderbolt. And a Fake Out. Okay. And we're just gonna heal on that leftovers. Man, too bad there's no Violite in this game with Porygon 2. Oh, he's so good. Porygon 2 Violite is just so excellent. Oh, Makuhita is just making it harder on itself. Thunderbolt. I'm hoping it's just one shot it so we don't have to go through all this detect shenanigans. Good. Alright. Perfect. Got Porygon 2. Onyx. Good candidate for an Icy Beam. Yeah, two ground types there. So, I feel like they're trying to mess with us with Zapdos a little bit. I will thrash my toys? What? What is this guy saying? What does that have to do with the battle? My goodness. I can't be defeated. Well, I'm gonna challenge that. Geodude. Again. Third ground type lead in a row. Let's get Porygon 2 out here. Trace its Rockhead. Well, thank God. We had a lot of, you know, we were gonna switch to a double-edged Porygon 2, so it's a good thing. I had a Porygon 2 back in the day, because Porygon 2 has definitely been one of my favorites for a long time, and I just remember having horrible moves on my Porygon 2 back in the day. I remember having, like, Last Resort, Giga Impact, stuff like that. It was always funny. Alright, Shuppet. Ice Beam. Okay, get rid of that. And a Magby. I cannot Ice Beam that. I have to Thunderbolt that. Fire Punch! The tower, see, this is what the tower does. They're trying to get you. They try to get you. It ain't gonna matter. But they always try to get you. Okay, we got the crit. I think we would have taken it out anyways. It's a Magby. Alright. Battle number 5. I'm going to be a mother. I'm going to be a father. Don't hear me bragging about it. That's actually true, by the way. I'm not lying. It's an actual fact. I don't actually think, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever said that publicly. on here. So, if you watch this deep cut video, then you're in the know now. Alright, Pelipper is out of here. And we got Gorobus. Thunderbolt! Get him out of here! Alright, after all these ground types, we finally got something that we could actually Thunderbolt, so thank gosh. I was starting to get like a cold sweat going because I hadn't Thunderbolted in like 2 battles. Well, I guess I Thunderbolted with Porygon too, but oh my god. Pain in the neck. I'll admit, my coverage is not, like, I don't have moves of every single type or anything like that. Actually, funny enough, I was originally going to use Ludicolo. I was going to use Ludicolo over Porygon 2, but I ultimately decided to use Porygon 2 because I really like Porygon 2. Porygon 2 is a very, very cool Pokemon that I've liked for a long time, and it's very bulky. So, ultimately decided to go with that. So I could have had the grass coverage if I wanted. Okay, 2 KO. It's fine. I battled a really weird Swampert the other day when I was playing in the... I think it was the Battle Tower, yeah. It was like Curse counter Earthquake. Curse counter Earthquake. Something else. I don't remember. But I like stonewalled him because I had a fly. I was using the 3 legendary birds, so I basically just stonewalled him, which was really funny. God, I wish I remembered what that other was. Foo foo foo! Or maybe, no, you were saying FU. It wasn't foo foo foo. It was FU, FU, FU. So, thanks, Joel. Magnet. Brother! These guys just does not want me to use Thunderbolt. Goodness. Alright, Nidoking, get out there. Show those magnets on. Let's give them the old business. Thunder Wave. Sucker! Earthquake. Goodbye. Magneton is gone. Thank goodness. That's why we always are packing a ground type. Gorobus. Do I stay in here? How afraid am I of this Gorobus? Not a lot, but we'll switch. Also nice to see some evolved Pokemon. To be clear, we are finally starting to battle some people that have evolved Pokemon. Amnesia, that's kind of a pain, but I don't think I'm too worried about it yet. I mean, like, we're really bulky, so I mean, I'll stick in here. That just tells you how slow Gorobus is, too. Like, Porygon 2 outspeeds Gorobus. It's nuts. Well, still 2 a KO. It is no longer a 2 a KO. Okay, Thunderbolt. I used a Gorobus a while ago, but it had a... It was like a speedy... it was a speedy sweeper with, like, Amnesia. So I had, like, Amnesia... Or not Amnesia, sorry. Agility. It was, like, Agility, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, and something else. Which that was a fun Gorobus to use. You just click Agility. And its special attack stat is very good, too. So, it felt pretty good to use, just in general. So, it hits really hard. So, you just go Agility to get rid of your one weakness, and then you just start sweeping. It was pretty cool. Bayonet. Well, I can't switch out even if I wanted to. So, I think I'm just going to hit with an Ice Beam. Well, let's say I'll see what this Bayonet has going on. So I thought about Thunderbolting. I didn't know if it was going to be like a toxic double team one or something. Well, we'll just attack. It's at Spite, but that's why we use Poke Power-Ups on all of our moves. Will-O-Wisp. I think I'd ever seen that animation before in Gen 3 until just now. And we got Ice Beam. Almost down. One more attack, and it'll be out of here. My burn. Knock off. No! My leftovers. Wasn't done with those yet. Alright, Ice Beam, get him out of here. Get him out of here! Okay, Bayonet's down. Wobbuffet. Brother. Hate Wobbuffet. Okay, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to Thunder Wave this thing, so that way it The problem with Thunderwave or with Wobbuffet is I play these mind games like for instance it counters. It uses counter. So you would think that like, oh, so I could use Thunderbolt because it's using counter. But it's like Thunderbolt's the right thing to do, but then like I don't know, it's so weird. I'm gonna Drill Peck because I don't think we'll get KO'd even if they counter this. Right, so these Mirror Coat, exactly. So this is like the weird mind games. Is like, what is it gonna do? So now it counters. So now So now we get knocked out either way, regardless of if it guesses right. So now I'm just gonna Thunderbolt. But it's like, it's the weird game of like, what is it going to do? I can never figure it out. It lives? Okay, it used counter. Alright, perfect. Yeah, it's a weird game. That's why I love with Wobbuffet. If I have like Toxic or Paralysis, or like Thunderwave, I just Toxic it or whatever, and then just sit around and just wait. I usually just don't mess around with Wobbuffets. I hate messing around with them. Wigglytuff might survive this and be able to take out Zapdos with like Ice Beam or something, but it's fine. I'm not really worried about it. Okay, Sing and it missed. Thank goodness. Probably leftovers here for a Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry is not good in this game. It only does like, I think like 12.5% instead of 25. Citrus Berry is not very good in this game. And it's gone. Alright, let's see what this last Pokemon is. Got the 3v1. Roselia. Sounds good. Draw back! Draw back, draw back, draw back, draw back. And yeah, it actually survived. Grass Whistle? Alright, I don't feel like goofing off anymore. Send out Nidoking. Nidoking. Synthesis. It's going to synthesize itself. Gary Synthesizer. Shout out those who know Gary Synthesizer. Only real ones know Gary Synthesizer. Alright, this should be enough to take it out. Bingo! Alright, there we go. 2 sets, done. 14 battles, flying through. Let's go ahead and hop back in here, and let's get it going again. We should finally start seeing some evolved Pokemon. We should. We'll see if we do, but we really should now. I mean, we're already starting to see it in the last set, so now we should be consistently just battling evolved Pokemon here. And then I battle a Porygon. I take back what I said. Pressure! Thunderbolt! I love Porygon, dude. Porygon is goated. I love Porygon and Porygon 2. I don't like Porygon Z, though. Just like Porygon 2. Alright. Lairon. Well, guess what? We can Thunderbolt this. It's got Rock and Steel, but it can be Thunderbolt. It's funny, I remember like back in the day, a lot of people, if Pokemon had like, if it was a rock type, people would be like, oh man, it resists electric type moves. And it was like, it was because like so many Pokemon were rock and ground, so people assumed that like, oh, like Onix, I can't Thunderbolt Onix or Rhydon or whatever. So like people would assume rock types, like, oh, it's immune to electric, and then like they would not Thunderbolt or something like that. It was always funny. So Vigoroth. That could be Thunderbolted. Oh, Vigoroth. Vigorith. Vigorith? Alright. I lost at Extreme Speed. Love Extreme Speed. I don't think a lot of Pokemon really... I don't think a lot of good Pokemon get Extreme Speed in Gen 3. I know Arcanine gets it, but I think you have to decide between Extreme Speed and a different move with it. Dragonite loses Extreme Speed in Gen 3, which was, like, super bad for it. Absol. Absolutely not. You're gonna get hit by Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt! Absol suffers with the physical special split of not having a good stab. Because, like, physical... Well, like, Absol's physical attack's really good, but all Dark-type moves are special. So, just falls in that bad category. Piloswine is pretty awkward for some of the team. So I'm gonna switch to Porygon 2 here. And with a couple Ice Beams, get it out of here. Oblivious. Hail. I was hoping it would have, like, Snow Cloak. Snow Cloak, even though... that even an ability in this game? I don't remember. So many things with between Gen 3 and Gen 4 that I'm not 100% sure where they originated. Okay. Going to buff our ice beam a bit. Should just take a couple of ice beams here to take out Pile of Swine. Going for a dig. No, it's not really worth doing anything, I guess. I mean, we're faster than it. We're not gonna switch. So, I guess we'll just kind of hang around. We'll just hang around for a minute. I guess, just in case it like has quick claw or something, I guess. I don't know. Dig. Not worried about that. I'm assuming it has dig probably to synergize with hail. I guess that would make sense. Ice beam! Well, if at least if it lives this one and then it goes for a dig, we can just recover next turn. It did live, okay. Not a big deal. I could... There is some motivation to just actually switch into Zapdos, because we take less damage if we did that, so yeah, I'm actually going to do that. Because, I mean, if I recover, we're going to have, you know, less HP regardless, so I think I'm actually just going to switch here back into Zapdos. Then we'll just hit it with a Drill Peck and get it out of here. We're to the point where I can't just necessarily brute force everything. Like, we actually have to start playing, like, correctly and such. So, something to keep in mind. Alright, last Pokemon! A Persian! A Persian! Fake Out. It's always funny with Fake Out, because, like, all the Pokemon that have it, like, I never think about protecting, and then the rare times that I do, they just, like, set up on me. It's not even worth, like, it's like, whatever, I'll take the damage. Swagger? Swagger. Alright. Come on. Be done with this battle. Come on. Come on. There we go, Zapdos. There we go. There we go. I was definitely ready to get knocked out and then have to start hoping, because all of our other Pokemon are slower. Persian. I got my Pokemon on rental. Nice. Sir, this isn't the Battle Factory. Thunderbolt! Goodbye here! Old Zapdos, man. I love Zapdos. I mean, obviously, like, you should be able to see on my shelf, I've got 2 figures of Zapdos and then 2 plushes up there. You should be able to see Zapdos. Wait, it survived? Hold on a second. Hold on. I didn't see that it survived. I wasn't paying attention to that. Well, that's cheating. That's cheating. It's cheating. I was talking all this crap about Vigoroth, and then it just randomly survived. Huh. Interesting. But anyways, yeah, I've got 2 figures and 2 plushes all up there. So, big fan of Zapdos. Oh, cool. Attacked. Okay. Torkoal. Torkoal. Thunderbolt. Let's see how much damage we do. Decent chunk. Zapdos. Gosh darn it. I'm getting hit by like every like bad possibility here, it feels like sometimes. we're paralyzed and we're still faster than Torkoal. That's actually insane. No. Okay. Camerupt. Zapdos might go down here, but I don't want to switch into something else, so I think I'm just gonna let Zapdos go down here. Alright. Well, that's our first knockout. Not a big deal. Especially since we have the King. Nido King. Hit him with an Earthquake here. Alright. And it's KO'd. Perfect. Wasn't even worried. Rental Pokemon aren't up to scratch. Nah, it's definitely a skill issue. Alright, Thunderbolt. Alright. And a Lairon. Alright, that could be Thunderbolted. I know the last one survived the Thunderbolt, so we'll see if this one, I was going to say. Rock Tomb. Lower the speed. Protect. Thunderbolt. Lickitung. Thunderbolt you as well. Good old Lickitung. Ugh. I like Lickitung. It's just not good. It's just so bad. Slam. Slam was such a funny move in Gen 1 because like a lot of Pokemon randomly had Slam, which is not a good move. It's like weaker than it's either 80 or 85 power, so it's like weaker than Body Slam or the same power, way less accurate. So a bunch of Pokemon like had Slam, and when you're like a kid and you have limited TMs, like you just have Slam on a lot of your Pokemon, which is funny. So like Dragonite had Slam, Lickitung obviously had Slam. There's a couple of Pokemon that had Slam, but it's also just funny. Like, you know, it's such a funny move, just Slam. Like a Slam could be like anything. Like any Pokemon almost could know Slam. A Zanjuice. It's got little red eyes too. Looking at me. Thunderbolt. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Oh, whew. I think it would have died anyways, but regardless. Oh, my boy, or my girl in this case. I love Dunsparce. Dunsparce is so great. Not a great Pokemon, but I love Dunsparce. Glare! Not cool. Not cool at all. Maybe I just need to carry Lumberry on Zapdos. Oh, and he's going for the Serene Grace cheese! Oh, we still busted through it. He was going for the Serene Grace cheese. I do appreciate the fact that they were doing that, though. Hitmonlee. Oh, I meant to go Thunderbolt, but I'm okay with Drill Peck. Drill Peck! I don't think it's going to take it out, but it did not. Okay? Well, Thunderbolt. Facade. Paralyzed. Do we switch? I don't think we risk it. I think Zapdos just goes down again, so. Okay. Oh, it survived! Let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Alright. Dunsparce, they tried. They tried. They really tried. But it didn't work. Terrible. I am terrible. I mean, I wasn't going to be the one to say it, but I did not mean to use Thunderbolt there, people. Monologuing again. Should do decent damage, though. That's not bad. I don't think we were going to one-shot it anyways. So, I'm assuming this Cacturne has Sandveil if it's using Sandstorm. Because that's how it becomes immune to the Sandstorm. Even if you're not a Ground type, or a Rock type, or Steel type, you can still become immune if you have Sandveil. Okay, perfect. Plusle. Is it worth switching into Nidoking? I think so. With a Plusle and with the Sandstorm being up, I'd say it's definitely worth switching. So let's go ahead and do that. Earthquake! Getting them out of here. Getting them out of here. Alright. Getting that one out of here. Let's go ahead and Earthquake this Kecleon. I gotta imagine this is going to do some pretty good damage to Kecleon. Yeah, not bad. Trick! What is it going to give me? Choice Band? Give me a Choice Band, please. Choice Band. So the choice items are like, they're good, right? You know, like especially with some Pokemon, if you trick them with a Choice Band, that's super good. But like, I have like a very aggressive team here, especially with a Nidoking. Like giving a Nidoking a Choice Band like almost helps me. It's honestly, it was worth running Choice Band on Nidoking in general. Like, get rid of Protect, give it a coverage move, like be totally fine. Alright, Battle 7. This will be our 21st battle here. I think after, if we complete this one, I think we'll do one more set here, and then this one we'll call it, because we're about at that that 1/3 mark roughly. Let's go Thunderbolt here. We could go all the way to the Frontier Braid, but I think I'm gonna call it right before. Arcanine! Thunderbolt! Finally battling some good Pokemon here, which is great. It's good to see us finally battling good Pokemon. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna take out Arcanine, but that definitely did more damage than I thought it was going to. Okay, Thunderbolt, take out Arcanine. Arcanine Aggron, maybe we'll use like another Aerodactyl. We'll use something else with an A. Lapras. Lame. That was such a lame thing. I was hoping for something cool. Wow, it lived that. That's surprising. And Surf. We should live this Surf. Or we don't. It's a critical hit. All right. All right. Let's just get Nidoking out here and finish it off. Earthquake. Boom. All right, that'll be that, and then that's the 21st battle. Set 3 is done. So we'll definitely do one more set here, and then we will probably call it a day once we get that one done. We definitely should start seeing some good Pokemon here. So we're in set 4, so we're on battle 22. We definitely should start seeing some good Pokemon. I don't exactly remember when we start battling legendaries. I want to say it's not till after we beat the Frontier Brain, so I don't, at least the first one. So I don't think we're going to run into legendary battles here, but it's certainly possible. Tropius. I'll test, I think I'm just going to Thunderbolt here. It's neutral compared to super effective, but our Thunderbolt is just so strong. Should at least get the 2-hit KO here. And we do, so Sunny Day. Okay. I don't know if Tropius gets Chlorophyll. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take out Tropius. And we got another Piloswine. Yeah, we swap in Porygon 2 here. Porygon 2 is our main way to beat those pesky ice and ground types, for sure. Rock Slide, okay. No big deal. No, unless they get a critical hit. Well, unless they get a critical hit, of course. Hit it with an Ice Beam. Earthquake. It might recover after this one. Yeah, we're definitely gonna recover. Okay, it also has leftovers. Or it's got Shell Bell. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and recover here. Just want to heal up, stay nice and healthy. I think at this point, like every other time, we're gonna be healing and then, you know, heal, tag, heal, attack, heal, attack. We weren't doing the rare Solar Beam Porygon 2, unfortunately. Speed did some good damage. I'm going to heal up. Try to stay healthy here. Honestly, there's even a motivation to double recover here. Yeah, I think we double recover just to not get hit by like a critical hit or something like that. You almost could just run it out of Earthquakes at this point. Ice Beam. Good damage. Earthquake. I think we recover again, for sure. Because our next Ice Beam will be able to take it out for sure. Let's go recover. Always be recovering. It's the name of the game. I don't know how many Earthquakes it's got left. It's got to be almost out of them. Excuse me. All right. And a Mightyana. Also suffers with a similar problem as Absol. Does not have True Stab. Or faster than Mightyana. That's interesting. Well, and we stay faster, so easy money. Alright. So, that's the battle. Took a little bit longer just because we were playing it safe with the pile of swine. Took a little bit, but still good. Still got the win. No KOs. I know only you. It's kind of weird. Alright. Sableye. Well, it's a good candidate for a Thunderbolt, that's for sure. That's the truth. Dawn, easy. Alright, let's see what we got next. Another Kecleon. Gosh, these Battle Tower traders love Kecleon. They just can't get enough of Kecleon. Trick. That's all they ever do, is just use Trick. Choice band, I'm sure. Yep. I think I could still use Thunderbolt here. Yep. I was gonna say, I don't think I'm locked into a move yet. My Drill Peck's stronger though. My Drill Peck is powered up now. Oh, it's a Wobbuffet. Alright, what's up, Porygon? Oh, Shadow Tag, that's right. Okay, well, I'm locked into Thunderbolt, so nothing else I can do. Nothing else I can do. Hopefully it just uses, I was gonna say, hopefully it uses counter. Yeah, assuming we're dead here. Yep, okay. Well, nothing we can do there. Send out Porygon 2 to get it paralyzed. And then we'll just kind of do some chipping away. Shadow Tag. Got the Shadow Tag duel here now. Thunder Wave. Help us out a little bit, maybe not get our moves. Okay. Yeah, yes. Keep using counter, please. Please keep using counter. A little bit of chip damage. Mirror Coat should not take us out. Okay, so it's going to do a little more than half. So I might as well recover here. There's nothing hurting me to not recover. Okay. Mirror Coat. Mirror Coat. Thunderbolt! Yeah, probably won't take it out. Nope. Okay. And another Mirror Coat. Is this their last Pokemon? It is. Okay. So I can attack. Say I don't need to heal up or anything like that. So these Wobbuffets just refuse to be affected by paralysis. Also, can we talk about that? Okay. You're some kind of awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that after your Kecleon trick Wobbuffet shenanigans for sure. I got my Pokemon on rental. We know. We already dealt with you before. Xander. Alright, let's see what Xander's got cooking this time. A Graveler. Didn't bother to get it traded before he came in here, but he's got a Graveler. Switch to Nidoking. I'd be shocked if they go for a ground type move. Counter. That almost scares me a little bit. We still Earthquake. We're going to take out the Graveler. We're going to do it. Shout out Graveler, Pokemon Stadium, having actually pretty good moves. Let's go Lairon. Well, that's another Earthquake candidate for sure. Protect. We gotta use Protect. They have to scout the Earthquake that we're obviously using. Oh goodness, I'm just glad that they rarely go for like double protects just to stall out. Because I feel like that happens a lot in the Battle Subway in Gen 5. I feel like they do a lot of like double protecting, and they always get it too. Charmeleon, wow. I was just talking about how we were battling all these like evolved Pokemon, and then we would just go Lairon, Charmeleon. So, all right. Anyways, next battle done. I'm never gonna complain about like. In these later ones, if we battle some easy Pokemon, I'm never going to complain, though. Like, We want to get to battle 100. We don't need to battle, like, all the best Pokemon all the time. Like, we want to keep it consistent. Cordell, Aggron. Alright, well, yeah, you get hit by Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt! I love the Thunderbolt sounds. Ooh, we took it out. Must be a range then. To be able to take out Aggron. Shuckle. Alright. This is probably going to be a double team spamming Shuckle. I'm going to start with a Thunder Wave to try to stop it from setting up. If it knows Toxic, we do have Nidoking. And we also have, like, moves that are super effective, so I'm ready. Most of these Shuckles are, like, double team Toxic spamming jerks. Oh, we just 2 the KO. Oh, I didn't even need a Thunderbolt or Thunder Wave. I was ready for it to just start spamming double team and Toxic. I was ready. Okay. Whew. Good. That saved us a lot of time. And a Lapras. Alright. Thunderbolt is probably going to survive it because the last one survived it, but, I mean, could have different EV spreads for sure. Okay, survives. Sing. Gotcha. Is it worth swapping in Porygon 2? I would say so. I mean, it's not going to one-shot us. We should be faster than it. You know, I'd be absolutely shocked. Because even if it, like, 2-shots Porygon 2 somehow, we can swap a Nidoking and take it out, so I'm not worried. Oh, and we have Water Absorb. That's why I love Trace. I know a lot of people like using, like, download in the new games, but, like, Trace, like, I can't tell you how many times I've beat people because of having Trace. Like, my favorite Trace story, back in the day, a friend of mine had a hacked Latios with Wonder Guard, and I traced Wonder Guard, and he didn't have a fighting type move, so I beat him because of that. So, Trace can be very good sometimes. Flygon, dude. Ugh. Stonewall Zapdos. Alright, well, let's get old P2 out here with our trusty Ice Beam coverage. Trace Levitate. Excellent. Facade. I just call it Facade. I love Facade, man. Yeah, it was like Black and White era. Oh, I've got really bad TMs, but I just caught a new Pokemon. Alright, it's gonna know Facade or Frustration. Like, for sure, Brick Break. Shockwave. Something like that. It's alright, I need to give it some generic TMs. Arcanine. Okay, let's go. I think I'm gonna Thunder Wave this Arcanine here. And then I'm just gonna spam some recovers until it decides that it doesn't want to attack me anymore. Thunder Wave. I don't know if they... Because I know in Gen 1, a normal type can't be paralyzed by Body Slam. I don't know if that's different or not. I don't know. Recover. Flamethrower. So it doesn't have Flash Fire. That's a crit, yeah. Okay, let's go and heal up again. I don't want to... I mean, I could switch into Zapdos, but, I mean, we're good. I'm not under any pressure at this point. I mean, even a critical hit Flamethrower, really, we weren't even that worried, so... I'll be your sledgehammer. Alright. Let's go for a Thunderbolt. Hoping we can get a 3-hit KO on this Arcanine here. I mean, Zapdos did a lot of damage to it, so... Okay, that's definitely a 3-hit KO. It still has not been affected by paralysis. Another crit, wow. And they got a crit burn. Wow. This is what I'm talking about with the Battle Tower, man. They do their best to try to make you lose. They have not been paralyzed at all. Oh, and it's got extreme speed. Wow. That's nuts. Oh, well, they cheesed us and knocked out Porygon 2. Not worried, but that's what I'm saying with this Battle Tower is like you can do things right and you can, you know, try to avoid, you know, disasters. But at the end of the day, like, the game does what the game wants to do. So sometimes they get 2 critical hits within 4 attacks with a burn and then never get paralyzed. Like, that's how the game operates sometimes. Milotic. Okay, so we should be good to go here. Thunderbolt. I don't think it's going to take out Milotic, but we'll see. But we got Nidoking in the back that's fast, so... Oh, we took it out. Okay, never mind. Alright, battle down. Let's head to the next battle. I still love the beauty. It's like, if I win, I'll give you a sweet kiss, and then it's like, how about a jump kick instead? I love that one. A War Turtle. Alright. Oh, Thunderbolt. Oh, we gotta go protect! We gotta scout out what electric move I'm gonna use. Thunderbolt. Wartortle. Camerupt. Well, kind of Stonewall Jackson a little bit. Let's go for it. I don't want to switch into Nidoking and get blasted by something. Magma armor. Well, at least I can have some eggs easier now. Okay, let's go. Ice Beam. Eruption. Gross. Well, we gotta definitely start weakening its HP a little bit. Alright, Porygon 2. This is gonna hit. This is gonna hit kind of hard here, buddy. Ice Beam. That actually did really good damage. So, Eruption, we should not be... I don't think we're scared of being KO'd now by that. By Eruption. Eruption should not take us out here. I mean, it's at half health. Below half health. We should be good. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. I think I'm gonna recover again, honestly. I'm really not scared of this Camerupt. Okay, it has Earthquake at least, though. I'm not so much worried about Earthquake. It was just Eruption with how much damage potential it has there. The Earthquake did decent damage, though. Is there motivation to switch into Zap? No, I mean, Thunderbolt or Drill Peck's not going to take it out, so... Porygon 2 will be decently healthy. We'll take it out with an Ice Beam. Oh, just Eruption. I think that was like the first time I've ever seen the Eruption animation in this game. Man, they just keep getting crits. I mean, we've gotten like some, but not really. Most of the time when we get them, it doesn't matter. Like, they were already going to be taken out anyways. Vigoroth. Hopefully it doesn't have Facade. Let's go Thunderwave. Claw. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and recover here. Heal up a little bit. Hopefully Vigoroth maybe gets paralyzed. Like, none of our opponents have been paralyzed at all when we've used Thunderwave, so... Say, hopefully, maybe we can get a bone thrown to us. Oh, and they got the lower defense. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and switch into Zap. Well... Who's better defense? Probably Nidoking, but I'm gonna double check. Summary. Zapdos actually is better defense. Okay, switching to Zapdos here. Go, Zapdos. Oh my gosh, that's like the first one. I'm not even joking either. I think that's like legitimately the first time this video that we've used Thunderwave and it was actually paralyzed. Crush Claw. Not gonna do too much. Just gotta know the lower defense. I wonder what the odds are on that. Probably like 30% would be my guess. Select, should not be worried still. Endure, yeah. No Endure, Slack. The only Endure set I think I'm actually like interested in running is, so Scizor is unfortunately not super good in this game. It's really good in Gen 4, but Gen 3, it's pretty mediocre. You could do like an Endure Swarm set, Slackberry, and then you could run Silverwind or Hidden Power Bug. You could do that. It'd be pretty cool. Hidden Power Bug, Steel Wing. It also does get Quick Attack, but Quick Attack's not that good because it doesn't have Technician. So I don't know. I really love Scizor, but it's just not good in this game. School Kid Megan. All right, Megan. I was just talking crap about Scizor, and look at what just happens. Isn't that not the craziest thing that just happened? I literally was just talking about Scizor. Watch it be the Slackberry set, too. Light screen? That's dirty. I think I'm going to detect to try to wait out the light screen. We could get got by a setup move here. Silverwind. Quick Claw, okay. Not very effective. Dude, if they would have gotten the Omni boost there, I would have definitely accused the game of hacking for sure. Okay. That's so funny. We were just talking about Scizor, and then Scizor shows up. That's crazy. Muck. I think I'm going to detect. I'm going to see what's going on, but I also want to get rid of this light screen. I don't want the light screen sticking around. Curse. That sucks. I think I'm going to switch into Nidoking. I feel pretty safe into switching into Nidoking. I don't think there's a lot Muck can do, especially with Curse. Yeah, let's say Sludge Bomb, which we're not worried about Sludge Bomb. Double, not very effective. Okay, light screen's gone. Let's go ahead and Earthquake. It's gonna live because of the curse, I would assume. So, oh, it's a crit. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, wow. I mean, Muck, I think, has pretty good defenses, so. Kangaskhan. Oh, it's Earthquake. Let's be the Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan's do have counter sometimes, so I wouldn't be surprised if we got hit by a counter. Nope, just Crush Claw. Usually they have Dizzy Punch, so it's a bit surprising. Okay, Earthquake, and I believe, unless something crazy happens, I think that was the 7th battle, so I think we completed the set. We'll double check here. Okay, yep, there we go. So, perfect. We got to the 28th battle. So, overall, pretty darn good. I think I'm going to call it here. I think the video has already gone on long enough here. So, overall, really happy with the team. I think it performed pretty well. Obviously, Zapdos is incredibly strong as always. Porygon 2 was a very good defensive Pokemon to switch into sometimes. When our matchup really wasn't just right, you know, Porygon 2, it's got good coverage moves. We're able to set up with Recover, maybe Thunder Wave, and kind of like catch up a little bit, which is great. And then Nidoking just being an excellent ground type is very, very nice. Obviously, we saw those instances where it was pretty darn good overall. So, but yeah, that's all I've got for you in this video. Obviously, thanks so much for watching this. If you're watching this when this first comes out, definitely look forward to episode 2 of this series. We're going to be getting to 100 battles at some point. So the series is going to continue until we get there, which who knows how long it's going to be. We might lose eventually. We'll kind of see what happens with that. But yeah, that's all I've got for you in this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out other Gen 3 Battle Frontier videos, there is going to be a playlist. Actually might even be up now on your screen, so you can check out my other videos that I've done featuring that. But yeah, that's all I've got for you. I'm Commander Crane. Thanks so much for watching this video, and hope to catch you in the next one.